guys, Brandon from Creative Scales here. Kind of in the midst of the laying season, so I figured I'd show you guys how I kind of set up my egg boxes for the incubation, and with the new Easy Hatch trays here that I think I'm going to try this year. Got our shirts in. Kind of need a bit of a tweak in here, kind of off-centered, but I think they came out looking all right. Pretty good there. So let's just jump right into this. So basically, I got the two different variations here. So I used I used to use these the light diffusers you get at Home Depot here. Just kind of cut them to size, and I found that these dollar store shoebox containers worked absolutely fantastic for the purposes that I need them for. So what I do is I will take, sorry about that, apparently I got a phone call, lost all the audio and a big chunk of the clip there, so we're just going to kind of go back and redo it. So what I was saying is I use 2 cups of vermiculite in here and then to 1 cup of water. I use kind of lukewarm water in here. I'll just kind of sprinkle 3/4 of it in and I'll give it a good mix. And then as long as it's not like soaking and flooding wet, I'll add the rest of it. But usually it's 2 cups of vermiculite to 1 cup of water. And you just want to mix it up really, really good, and you almost want to squeeze it. It's okay if some water drips off, but you want it to just clump up in your hand. And that's generally what I do, and I'll just put the tray in and we're good to go. As far as putting eggs directly into the vermiculite, I've never done it. I heard the procedure is the same mixture. You don't want it like soaking, flooding wet. You just want it wet enough where it clumps up, and you just kind of put your eggs in there. But don't take my word for it. Do your research on that first. But as far as I know, it's the same aspect. But as long as you've got it on egg crate or something to hold it above the vermiculite, generally if it's a little too wet, it's not a huge deal. As long as the grate's not sunk right in to the vermiculite, just sitting on top, you're perfectly okay. And just take the light diffuser, put it right down on top. I used to just put the lids right on it after putting the eggs inside, but I kind of noticed that because these are kind of dollar store boxes, the humidity wasn't really staying in there. So I started using the press and seal on the top, clamping the lid down right in the incubator. I don't put holes or nothing in there. Generally maybe once, every 1 or 2 weeks, I'll just kind of pop the top open and I'll lift a corner of the cellophane just to kind of let some fresh air in there, put it back in the incubator. So that's pretty much what it would look like after the 2 cups are in, and then obviously the 2 cups of water that'll go in right before I put it in the incubator. Then the new one that I decided to give a try to was this Easy Hatch tray. It actually fits in there pretty good. I was kind of skeptical on it because I didn't think it was going to fit into the shoebox. But if you put the 2 cups of mixture in, it literally sits up at about this line. And it sits there perfectly, like absolutely perfect. You can get your fingers inside, you can lift it out. If not, they had these the little keys, they're in the other room, and they sit into these little grooves here. They clip in, and you can just lift the tray right out. These are actually a pretty nifty little thing for sure. Got these nice little cutout grooves in here, airflow gets underneath, and they just sit perfect. Lot less messy than trying to cut the light diffuser, that's for sure. So hopefully, probably in the next couple days, I'll have another video here of me pulling the clutch out, if all goes good. And we'll definitely set a video up for that, and us pulling the clutch and putting it away for you. Thanks guys, see you in the next one.